1 year after his death, Cardinal George Pell was commemorated in Rome with a mass. A commemoration of the death of Cardinal George Pell. It was 1 year ago on January 10th, the Cardinal was called home. Once Australia's highest-ranking Catholic cleric, a one-time financial advisor to Pope Francis, and a member of most of the Vatican's dicasteries.
You're all very welcome here tonight.
Cardinal Pell's life and legacy was celebrated at a Mass last night in Rome at the Domus Australia chapel.
And agnostic existing.
In his homily, Cardinal Muller remembered Pell as a man of great willingness to sacrifice for good, as well as a pastor who had a real commitment to marriage and family in the spirit of Christ. But Muller recalled one of the hardest moments of Pell's career, a conviction on child sex abuse charges, spending 404 days in solitary confinement in Australia, only to have his convictions overturned.
The persecution suffered by Cardinal Pell is the same persecution of Christians that recurs throughout history in different guises. If you are looking for consolation in the distress of our time and want to assure yourself in Christ's word, do not be afraid, I have overcome the world.
Cardinal Pell's impact in Australia is still present today, despite the years he lived in Rome away from his country.
Look, I think the impact of Cardinal Pell is very visible in Sydney. He was also in Melbourne. But the work above all that we do with young adults, he was a big man with great vision. And the last 20 years in the Archdiocese of Sydney have seen real growth and leadership amongst a number of young Catholics.
A year after his death, many of Cardinal Pell's teachings remain, in particular, his legacy left to the Church.
I think that his legacy needs to be correctly remembered. I was going through some of his papers about a week ago, and I saw some of his work on St. Cyprian of Carthage, and that was very consonant with the Cardinal's view of how we should have debate within the Church. We are one Catholic Church, we have one faith, we have one Pope, one. We're one people. If we stand together, we're strong. If we're divided, we're weak.